Hi, welcome to Bad Movie Reviews.
Staring at you all night.
What do you say we get out of here?
Extremely callous treatment of source material, hopelessly confused between presenting Bundy's or another's perspective, wasting incredible performances by Zac Efron and Lily Collins. The movie needed to be messier. There are almost no signs of an evil man at all. We needed to get some clue that he committed the murders aside from him being in the locations. As a star vehicle for Zac Efron playing the alluring Ted Bundy, the movie plays as such, but for the meatier and more context-driven narrative, look no further.
I want to come see you.
I was really hoping you'd say that.
Despite Zac Efron's performance, the film's humorous take on a serial killer as a rock star doesn't really work. Joe Berlinger's extremely wicked, shockingly evil and vile ultimately fails in its mission to provide the viewer with anything deeper or broader than an adaptation of what they'd uncover in a Google search. What feels gripping during the film's runtime tastes a bit more sour once the credits have rolled.
Did you do these things?
Absolutely not.
Extremely wicked, shockingly evil and vile adds nothing new to the Bundy dossier. There are no overarching themes, no fascinating subtext, no discernible character arcs, or any of the other things that make for absorbing drama. It fails to show us anything about Bundy that isn't already there in archive footage, which also appears at the end of the film, and only scratches the surface of the true depravity its subject was capable of. The movie settles for glamorizing, yet again, a murderer who's been glamorized enough already.
Crimes. You have seen ghastly injuries, smashed-in faces, broken jaws.
The movie is an opportunity squandered and completely unnecessary. Berlinger's aim, it seems, is to cast doubt on whether or not Bundy actually murdered anybody until the very end of the movie to maintain suspense. Very little in the movie is speculative, which is perhaps why it's strangely lacking in any sort of menace. If the narrative film only exists to give us the unsettling sliminess of Efron as Bundy, it won't be a total waste. But it's not much of a movie either.
Sick individual.
You'll be the first nationally televised trial in history.
You look nice, partner.
I'm disguised as an attorney today.
Berlinger's movie doesn't have much going for it other than a charismatic, perfectly cast lead. The film expects the viewer to forget the confessions of an infamous killer, which rob the film of necessary tension. It rings extremely hollow and false and is really just as interested in the sensational and salacious as any other reductive thriller. Its distance from the woman whose story inspired the film keeps it from becoming something more substantial.
I wish I could take it all back. What about me?
The film essentially indulges in the same act of willful distractedness as Ted Bundy's admirers. So profoundly lacking in any insight that it's hard to believe it was greenlit in an era like ours. It's particularly disappointing that the movie doesn't work considering that Zac Efron is giving it his all here.
The truth.